Are you a fan of freedom? Do you like liberty? Do you like killing bugs and robots? Well, then you've probably been playing Helldivers 2. Like me. Like many of us Steam players, us PC gods, us better than the console scrubs. I don't mean that at all. I have an Xbox. I play it all the time. But I've been really busy the last few days, so I sort of missed that whole controversy with Helldivers 2 making it a requirement to have a PSN account. And I was curious why this was such a big issue, because in my mind, I'm like, you just go set up a PSN account and then you're fine. But I did a little looking into it. So there's a couple big pain points to this. The first one that kind of came to my mind is that a lot of Steam players don't actually have a PlayStation account, and so that means they'd have to go over to PSN, make a PSN account, and then link that account just for one game, and it's a bit of an annoyance. Not really the biggest issue. I don't see why that would be so annoying. You just go make an account. Like, how many times have you made an email to get a free trial? Get over it. I guess also a lot of players were saying that if they had to link a Sony account or PSN account, they would have just returned the game, but now that they're bringing it in so late, it's outside of the return window, which I'm going to call bullshit on. I think if it was a lot more clear you needed a Sony account or a PSN account to play Helldivers 2, I don't think they would have seen a loss of players. I think people were just annoyed that now they've had all this progress, they have to go and do it. Which would lead me into my other point. There is some regions in the world that have access to Steam, but they don't have access to the PSN network. And where that's a problem is it's against Sony's terms of use to make a PSN account not in your location. It would have become inaccessible for a lot of players. For example, there's a fair amount of Eastern European countries that just don't have access to the PSN network. So if they bought Helldivers 2 on Steam, and now they have to link a PSN account, they'd have to go against Sony's terms of use and say their PSN account was created somewhere else in the world, or they just wouldn't be able to play the game. So I did a little research on that, and there's a total of 118 countries that don't have access to making a PSN account or the PSN network. So what that means is if anyone in those 118 countries had purchased Helldivers 2 on Steam, and now they needed to link a Sony account, they'd have to go against Sony's terms of use and make an account saying they were somewhere else to continue playing the game. It's against the terms of use to make an account that has a location that's not your location. So it would have been inaccessible to everyone in those 118 countries to actually continue playing Helldivers 2 on Steam. And another big complaint I saw was that Sony said it's for security reasons, which we all know means they're just tired of PC people hacking it and giving them the Buzz Lightyear skin, the Master Chief skin, and like bringing in stuff that's in the code but hasn't been released, like the trucks and weapons and things like that. So I call bullshit on the security reasons. I think it's entirely for they're sick of people hacking the game and getting early content out now. Also, saying it's for security reasons is trash, because we all know the PSN network has not been the most secure network ever. There's always been like tons of hacking, people losing account information, etc., etc., etc. So the 24-hour peak for Helldivers 2 was 451,000 players on Helldivers. So if you have potentially 451,000 new PSN accounts made, they'd probably all sign up within 3 days, but like a 3-day influx of 450,000 new PlayStation accounts, and everyone's just going to be super secure and safe. Your servers couldn't even hold the amount of players. There's no way you're going to have everyone's information locked down and secure. I think if they were really serious about security, they'd have their accounts under a 2-factor authentication or something like that. I think they just kind of wanted your information on that one. I know I've said Helldivers 2 a lot, but let's make this very clear. This is Sony's problem. This isn't Helldivers 2 problem. The developer of the game, Arrowhead Games, has suggested that players change their review from positive on Steam to negative in protest. I think the quote was, "If it ain't broke, don't fix it." I agree, man. Arrowhead Games they're pretty good. I mean, they're on the player side, which I really, really like. So, just to run it down, Helldivers 2 came out. Influx of a large amount of players. Everyone was just like, I want to kill some fucking bugs. We all get on. We all kill bugs. We all have this incredible campaign on Malevolent Creek. It's amazing. It's combining the worlds of gamers. It's the first time in recent history we've seen PlayStation players, PC players, and Xbox players all wanting to play on the same game. It's a game that has forged a new mesh of connectivity between all the platforms. It's brilliant. And then Sony, in a twist turn, is like, well, now you have to link your PSN account. So yeah, the chances of it actually going to cross-platform are very unlikely. And then all of their stupid reasons as to why they would make it like that. And players are like, no. Arrowhead Games backing the players saying, you guys need to change your reviews to negative so we can protest this. We finally have a company that listens to the players. This is just like Sonic all over again. Remember how everyone was so fired up that Sonic was ugly? And then they changed him and he actually looked like Sonic? Now, Helldivers have tweeted. I'll read you the tweet here. Helldivers fans. We've heard your feedback on the Helldivers 2 account linking update. The May 6th update, which would have required Steam players and PlayStation Network account linking for new players and for current players beginning May 30th, will not be moving forward. Liberty for democracy! Helldivers has forged this bond between platforms that hasn't been seen in a very, very long time. What Helldivers 2 is to the gaming community is the gum that's now holding us together after decades of each platform hating each other. The PC purists, the PS5 rich kids, and just the grungy Xbox players, all hating each other. But this game seems to be the foundation of bringing gamers together, which is really nice. So I just wanted to say, well done, gamers. Well done, Arrowhead Games. Everyone involved in this, everyone who tweeted or changed that, really had a hand to play in overturning a powerhouse of gaming for the last 50 years. Sony, the massive production multimedia company. We changed their mind. Like, that's nothing to scoff at. That's crazy. Sony really tried to come for us and put a division between us, but this game has stuck us together like glue. 118 countries worth of players just not able to play the game anymore. It's like, okay, I'm going to start up this burger food truck. We're going to sell great burgers. And then you're like, actually, now we're a ramen noodle place. Your entire fan base is just gone. Like a big chunk of people coming. Some people are still going to come and get noodles, but people are going to want to come for the burgers. But now you don't have burgers? It doesn't make any sense. I don't know like what PlayStation was thinking here. I think they were trying to just flex their schmeedy and say we can control how you guys play the game. Well, no, you can't. Helldivers fight together, die together, live together. Anyways, I just wanted to talk about that and get you guys caught up. Peace.